Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to lesson number 1 of a new topic, data, single variable data. If you want to be precise, we're going to get straight into it. This first lesson, it's about a review of some stuff that was in year 7, but it's okay if you've forgotten it. This is just an intro. We got lots of different things today. Going to get straight into it. And starting off with types of data. So I'm going to give you some examples here. There's a numerical one, two of them actually. So there's numerical. So please write this down. And there's another numerical. I'll give you more detail in a moment. And there's two categorical ones. Categorical. So in numbers, the difference is if you've got amount of people, you can't have half. You can't have 2.5 men. That's not actually possible. It's either 2 or it's 3. Something like that. So this is what we call discrete. And it's whole numbers only. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't have halves. You can't have decimals. How many Christmas presents did you get this year? I got 6.5. No, that doesn't happen. I don't think. Well, if it did, it would be continuous data. So this is anything goes. Anything goes. So you can have 6.27 kilograms. So I'll give some examples in green here. Oh, red and green Christmas, e.g. 7.128 kilograms. And this is 2 people. Good, categorical. So 2 of them. Sometimes when you have, there's no way to order them at all. There's no way to order them. Call that nominal. So sports, you say, you got soccer and basketball and rugby and tennis, and like, which order do you put them in? There's no way to order them. E.g., sport. You put them in alphabetical order, but that's just something you've done. That's not part of the data itself. And ordinal is where there is a ranking. They can be ranked, ordered. So I like the example of movie ratings. G, PG, G, PG, M, etc. These aren't numbers. They're not numbers, but there is a ranking. All right. Gonna keep moving. You just keep writing. Well, I'll give you a few seconds. Next, census and a sample. When we have the Australian census, the census asks everybody. Sample only asks some people. Not trying to go into much detail today, so we're just gonna scroll down. I'll keep number 2 up there and a bit of number 1, but gonna have to go down. Oh, number 1's gone. So Sarah counted the number of phone calls he made every day for 30 days. Results are shown, and we have to create a table, and then we have table, histogram, polygon. Ooh. So the table and the histogram are not so bad. Histogram, I'd be impressed if you remember this. So we go, there are no zeros, smallest ones are 1. How many ones we got? 1, 2, 3. Missed any? And if I do, I just add more to the tally. We go to score 2. How many of those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many 3s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do this yourself if you want. 5s. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. I should have set up the score beforehand. So 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. 7s, 1, 2. So the frequency, that's a 3, that's a 5, that's a 7, that's a 4. The reason I didn't do this earlier was in case you miss things, because sometimes you do. And you just add an extra tally in. So total, 3 plus 5, 8, plus 7, 15, plus 4, 19, plus 5, 24, plus 4, 28, plus 2, 30. But I do that just to check I've got them all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 by 3 up the top, 10 by 3. So 30 scores, we got 30. We got all of them. So then how you do the histogram, we're going to go, the scores down the bottom. I'm just going to go 1, hopefully this is big enough, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good, they gave us enough space. We need to go up to 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I knew we had to go up to 7 because the score 3 is 7 of them. So number 1, there's 3 of those. Number 2, I'm just doing dots for now, you'll see why. 2 is 5, 3, 7, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 4, 7, 2. All right, so now you draw the graph. So histogram in blue. Histogram is like this. You make the columns either side of the dot. So the dot, you see that, is in the middle of the column. And you notice at the start there's that little gap there. That's intentional, that's good. So that is how you make the histogram. And the polygon, going purple, is you join up those dots from the 0 and from the 0 there and finishing up down there. So they're giving us enough space. You go bang, bang. This is our polygon. Bang, bang. Actually, you should hit those dots. And yes, use a ruler. It'll look so much nicer with a ruler. That's all right. Some of you might have forgotten that or never seen that. Scrolling down. Dot plot. Oh, so much easier. Why didn't they do dot plots first? Dot plot. Use a ruler. So we go from 0 up to 8. By the way, this set of data is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. I got to evenly space this. So just 1, 2. If I don't do this properly, they'll all end up clumped together. 1, 2, 3, 4. So like that one. That's why I use a ruler. I'm just estimating here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that last one. Way too close. Anyway, so the set of data is just silly. Dot plot. Number of goals scored by a soccer player. There are games where he scored a game where she or he scored. Oh no, it says he. 8 goals. 8 goals in a game. That's insane. That's ridiculous. The team got at least 8 goals. This team must be going through it. Just winning every match. A couple of zeros there. Oof. Anyway, so dot plot. So you just put a dot. So we got a dot for 4. And you just do it one at a time. Another dot for 4. You don't think too hard. 5. No tally system required. You just go one at a time. You can do this yourself. 2 more ones. Try and make them evenly spread, the dots at the same level, because then you can compare easily. You can easily see which one has the most dots. So this topic is much easier than our previous one, rates and ratio. So much easier. 1, 1. Well, they're tying and they've tied. 6, 5, and 0. Dot plot. Done. Hey, you should probably have a title or something like this. Graphs should have a title. So put up the top, you say number of goals scored per match. Without a title, it doesn't make any sense. Title changes it. All right, I'm going to scroll down in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, just a little bit. Leave that up there. So, a survey is conducted to find the number of students served at the school canteen daily over a 4-week period. So there should be 4, 7, 28 of those. My fault. School isn't 7 days a week. You only need 20. They've got 20. Good. Stem and leaf. So, stem and leaf. Ooh, ordered. Ordered. This I don't like. All right. Well, ordered means they've got to be in order. So that can cause problems. So the smallest one we got is 5. So for 50s. So we got a 56, a 51. So you find the smallest one, and it goes like this. So it means the stem is the 50, the leaf is the 1. What other 5s we got? One more, just a 6. So, and then you're at 6. So this means there's 2 scores, 51 and 56. This just means we don't have to write as much. There's no 60 or 61, so I got 62s. 2 of these. Next biggest, 65. No, there's a 60. Oh, there's another 62. I caught it. Dangerous. So I don't like going straight to the ordered ones. What you could do is you could write the data in order to start. So it goes like this: 51, 56, 62, 62, etc., etc. But I'm not gonna do that. Here we go. Keep going. 63. Any other 60, 64s? No, 65. There was one. 65. No other. 66. No other. 67. 68. There's such a thing as an unordered stem and leaf, which is good, where you just dump the numbers in. You don't have to worry about getting them in increasing order. 73, 75. See? 4, 75. And 77. Oh, look at that. 68. I missed it, but luckily it didn't screw us up. Still got it in the right order. Lucky. 81, 82, 83. 1, 2, 3. All right, scrolling down. 3, 2, 1. Next one. So line graph here. So line graph's a bit like the polygon. You just put the points together and join them up. There we go. So day 1, 2, 3. I've got a bad feeling this won't fit in. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, reset. That's not very good, I don't think. But they've decided to start right on the axis. It's okay, I guess. It's a day. Now, eggs. Now, we can't go up by ones because it goes up to 31 is the biggest. If we go up by ones, it won't fit in. How many columns? How many lines we got? Horizontal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 of them. We can go up by 2s. That'll get us to 34. We'll be okay. Now, I'm not going to write down... Oh, yeah, well, 2... It's going to be a bit messy, though. 12, 14. Just fit in. I was thinking about only writing every 4, but I thought this might be better. 30. It seems I miscounted. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6. Oh, no. This is what happens when you talk while you work. I did miss 28. And lucky I checked in advance how many lines there were so I could spot my mistake. All right. Plotting. And Christmas colors again. Green. Day 1, 30. In science, you put an X. I'm happy with a dot. we're in maths here, 227. So in between the 26 and the 28 is 27. 3, 32. 4 down to 20. 5, 23. In between 22 and 24. 6, 26. 7, 19. 8, 28. 9, 31. 10, 25. Join them up with a ruler. Bang, bang. We are going to need a title as well. See, it looks so bad without a ruler. And here we go. And the title is Eggs Collected Per Day. Collected, we don't need to say from a farm over a 10-day period. Just, that's all you need. Oh, they even got a reminder here. Don't forget to label the axes and put a heading on. Done. Scrolling down in 3, 2, 1. Oh. All right, Chuck. Training from Swimming Carnival. To blue. Smallest one is 8. How many we got? No tally this time. Just 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 9. How many 9s we got? 1, 2, 3 of them. 10, heaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 11s. 1. 12s. This is the number of laps he's done. He's recorded them. Check the frequency. 4 plus 3, 7 plus 7, 14 plus 3, 15, 18. Just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 columns times by 2, 18. That fits. Now, how do you work out the angle? So you ask, what fraction of 360 do you got? So finally going to use our calculator. It's 4 out of 18 of 360. So like if there are 4 scores and you had one of them, you'd have 1 out of 4. You'd have 1 out of 4 times 360. That'd give you 90 if you had 1 score. And then the other, maybe you had 2 scores. So 2 out of 4. And then you'd have 180. And then the other one would be another 90. And they'd all add together and you get your full circle. And it would kind of look like that. You'd have one color here. And then you'd have another one down there. And another color there. So that's just an example I just made up. So that's the kind of thing we're doing. I'm going to get rid of that. No, I'm not. I'll leave it there. But we got weird numbers here. 4 out of 18. Well, how many have they split this into? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've already split it into 9. So each of them is 2 scores. So this makes it. This is the lazy way to do things. Here's our 8s. There's 4 of them. So that's there to there. 9s. There's 3 of those. So it's going to be halfway in between. Because it's 2 plus 1. There's not, normally you have to get out a protractor and measure things, but we can use what we got. 7 of them. So that's 3 plus that 1. So you're going to have these whole 3s plus a half. I'll fill out that angle thing in a bit. And 1, 2. I feel like 1. If you color this in fully, it looks so much better. That's more like it. Actually, we're already using that one for the writing. Let's use light blue. And that's 3 left over, which is 3 there. So we were able to do that because they already gave us the number. They already gave us, they'd already split up into 9 for us. I'm guessing at this point people have skipped forward unless they like seeing me scribble. A bit better. All right, so 2 squares per sector. So each little sector there is 2 squares. So, because you have to have 18 scores divided by 9 segments. Oh, a little bit of rates right there. There we go. But what you're meant to do when you do this is 4 times 18 times 3, 4 of 18, and you're meant to find the angle. 18, 20, 80. So each score gives you 20 degrees. So that'll be 60. How to get that? 360 divided by 18 is 20. So, what am I doing? Seven eighths to 360. 720, 140. So you're meant to use a protractor to measure each of these. Like I've said several times already. Done. Oh, it's going to scroll down. 3, 2, 1. Last one, last graph, bar graph. Group of students' favorite color. The results, divided bar graph. So we just need to work out the total. So 30 plus 14, 44, plus 17, 51, plus 16, 67, plus 23, 90. And you can check that in a calculator. But I know, that's 30, then those two 31, those two 29, so it's like 3 30s. Good. So there's a total of 90. How many squares they give us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 90 scores divided by 10 boxes. It's 9 scores a box. So, oh, that's not nice. That's not nice at all. So, for the first one, I'm going to pause. All right, change my mind. We're going to do percentage. Because there's 10 boxes, that fits in nicely. I'm going to cross out this 9 scores per box thing. I'll just move it down as a down here and just say another way. That's another way of doing. Because then you'd have to say like, 30 scores is 3 and a bit scores per box. But no, I'm just going to do a percentage. This would be better. So 30 over 90 is 1/3. And it's 33%. We're not going to do the decimals here. 14 over 90 times by 100. 50, we will say 15.5 for that one because it's right in the middle, but I don't think we'll be able to show it. No, it's too hard to show it. We'll just go with whole numbers. 16, change that. 17. Don't need to rewrite the whole thing every time. Just change the top. 18, we'll call that 19%. 16. A little bit less. Down at call it 18%, and pink 23%. $25, 26%. Those, because of all that rounding, that it might not add up to 100. So 3, look at the final digits only. 3 plus 6 is 9, plus another 9, 18, plus another 8, 26, plus 6 is ends in a 2. So this is, it adds up too much. Like, I'll just show you. 33 plus 16 plus 19 plus 18 plus 26. 102? 100? No, there's a mistake there. 30 plus 16. Pausing. Find my mistake. How embarrassing. This is why you should check everything in your calculator, because adds up to 100. Adds up to 100. That last one, I was treating it as if it were 13, but it's not. So this is why I need to edit the video. So 100, so much easier now. So much easier now. Need to put a warning in advance. Each box is going to be 10 scores. Because there's 10 of them. 10 times 10 is 100. Red, let's speed things up. 30. First 3 boxes. Green, 14. So it's like a box and a half, but just a little bit off. 17. So from there, frequency might help you. So this is 30, and then we're up to 44, and then we're up to 51, and then we're up to 60. 61. There's my mistake. I'm very disappointed with myself. 61. Then we go. Plus 16, 77, therefore 100. And that'll go us up to 100. So that's what they call cumulative frequency. Yellow goes up to 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Blue, 16. Pink, finish us off with 23. Wow. So this goes on YouTube, and it shows me unable to do basic addition, unable to add up things in my head, saying things like 44 plus 17 is 51. The yellow highlighter stands out there. All right, so if you watched the video and trusted me, I apologize. Scrolling down. All right, going to do this bit here. Not sure if we'll get onto it today, but just in case we do. Yeah, I don't think we will. Range. So when we're analyzing data, we can ask some different questions of the data to help us understand it. So I think I'll talk about this another day. Just get these in, read it, and I'll give you the answers in a little bit, but I will give you some examples to help you out. Range, highest minus lowest. Highest one is an 8. Lowest one's a 3. No, lowest one's a 2. So we get 8 minus 2. The range is 6. So that helps us understand how spread out the scores are. Call it a measure of spread. Then the mode, we say, oh, what's the most common? Hard to tell here. I see a bunch of 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Is there 4 of anything else? I don't think so. So 4, it's the most common score. It's not saying there are 4 of them. It's saying The 4, it occurs. Whoa. It's 3. Mistakes this morning. 3 occurs the most. The score that occurs the most. The mean. Add them all up and divide. So this one takes time. Calculator. Fraction. 3 plus 5 plus 3. I could do this in my head, but based on my mistakes, I think I should just use a calculator. Anyway, gotta move on. Accept mistakes happen. How many scores have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of them. So you add the scores up, divide by how many there are, and you often get a weird answer. Let's say 4.77. It's hard to know if you got it right as well. You could have accidentally made a minor error. And the median, you have to write these in increasing order. You have to. So you have to go 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4. 5s. 2 5s. 2 6s. 2 7s. And an 8. Double check you got the right number. So we start off with 13 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Finish with 13. Good. So the median, you want the one in the middle. So a nice way to do it, just cross off first and last until you end up in the middle. So you have to cross off first and last, first and last. There's another trick, but I'll teach you another time. Finishing up. That'll do it for today. Sorry about all the mistakes.